Tren is a wonderful, charming, challenging, and technically brilliant game, and the latest Media Molecule original creation for Dreams. But more about that in a minute. First, a bit about Dreams itself. Dreams for PlayStation is one of the best creation tools money can buy. If you've ever wanted to make a game, compose music, learn 3D modelling or animation, then Dreams is a brilliant place to start. Dreams is an incredibly powerful and versatile 3D creation engine digital audio workstation combi. Use the DualShock's motion controls to compose, sculpt, paint, puppeteer, and create virtually anything you can possibly imagine. The incredible Fungineers at Media Molecule have removed all the biggest hurdles that hinder creation. Firstly, the need for expensive and powerful PCs needed to run highly esoteric and complex game development programs and creative suites. All you need is a PS4. But largely, it's how easy they've made it to just pick up and begin creating. You can start by simply placing objects in a scene, because there are thousands of user-created assets ready to populate your levels with. And while Dreams can become very complex the deeper you get into it, there's an immediacy to it that feels very tangible. There aren't endless keyboard commands and menus. It can feel as simple as picking something up and putting it back down again. It can feel as simple as adding an element, a paint stroke, a metallic finish, a wave effect, or as simple as taking it away again. And it's not just objects that can be picked up and placed, but even timelines and keyframes can be picked up and moved around in the scene. It's all right there in front of you. And because Dreams uses flex instead of vertices and polygons, it not only gives Dreams a nice painterly look, but it somehow makes modelling and sculpting feel more tactile and approachable and less mathematical than other 3D creation suites. Because paint strokes are more easily understandable than, geometry from coordinate-based data points or what have you. And it also gives everything a nice painterly look. I said that already, didn't I? Anyway, so while it's easy to get up and running quickly, navigating Dreams and controlling your imp with the DualShock can require a little bit of practice. But don't be put off, you'll get the hang of it, because remember, anything is possible in Dreams. Your only limitation really is your imagination. Consider this! When Shigeru Miyamoto and Takashi Tezuka were making Super Mario Bros. In 1983, they had to draw out the levels on graph paper with pencils and then hand those sheets over to a coder to build. While Dreams offers you a broad selection of useful tools and templates and allows you to test your levels instantaneously. When the Beatles were recording Sgt. Pepper, they only had 4 tracks to record onto, so they had to bounce their instrument recordings down and compress them together into single tracks to free up space for further recording. Dreams has infinite tracks, approximately. Lay down as many spicy instrument tracks as you want at no loss of quality. To that effect, Dreams is way better than anything Shigsy had to make Mario, and way better than what Ringo and those other guys had to record onto. So there really is no stopping you from creating a timeless classic. It's just that idea, isn't it? That's all that's holding me back anyway, that one genius idea. Anyway, whatever you come up with is uploaded to the Dreamiverse, the big dream depository. Everything you create in Dreams is tied to it. Music and animations you can share to your socials, but games are only accessible and playable via the Dreamiverse, but that just makes them PlayStation exclusives in a way, just like The Last of Us. Also, you can't monetize anything, so you have to just create something for the sheer love of doing it, which is weird. I mean, can you imagine? Another downer is that Dreams is no longer being supported with major updates. Yeah, but, they stopped adding letters to the alphabet ages ago and people still write novels, so there's that. But hey, maybe you're not into creating stuff at all. Maybe you just want to play. Well, why not start with Tren? Tren is an action puzzle toy train simulator. And like I said at the start, Tren is the latest creation from Media Molecule and the pet project of John Beach, Media Molecule's newly crowned creative director. And I'm hoping John Beach doesn't get bogged down with admin in his new role and still finds time to make games, because Tren is delightful. Starting as a personal project by John Beach and then brought in-house and worked on by a team of developers in Media Molecule, Tren feels like the quintessential dream. Impeccably implemented and the perfect example of what's possible with the tools inside Dreams. And the Dreams graphic engine really feels like the ideal medium for the toy box setting of Tren. In Tren, you play as a friendly little Tren, a little toy train buddy that you drive forward and backward along a wooden toy railroad. picking up and dropping off cargo, navigating crisscrossing tracks, and avoiding troublesome trucks. And Tren looks like your classic toy train that we were all issued as standard when we were kids, in wood and gorgeous 70s aquamarine coloured plastic. You'll notice Tren immediately starts to tickle the fuzzy nostalgic core of your brain as soon as you begin. Controlling the little train with a squeeze of the shoulder button feels really tactile and is very reminiscent of squeezing the throttle of a Scalextric. And just like slot car racing, you'll need precision squeezing to keep Tren on the tracks. You'll hear the little whir of the battery-powered motor and the little voice from the crackly tinny speaker. It just perfectly captures the tone of old toys, like a My Pal 2 or something. Can you tell I was triggered a lot while playing this game? And I know I keep saying tactile a lot, but that's because Tren and Dreams as a whole just feels so feely and full of, I don't know, juice. The miniature world of Tren is just stuffed with nostalgic Easter eggs. Even the soundtrack sounds like the theme from Rainbow. And Transformers. There's so many lovely surprises in this game and it feels really authentic. It's incredibly impressive how tangible it feels. The translation of the toy train action on the screen from your inputs on the controller is seamless. It's easy to forget that this is Dreams. It's easy to forget that this is a game on a screen even. It feels like magic. Playing Tren just relaxes your mind and totally captivates you. That said, it's fucking hard. Most levels are a race against the clock, and driving Tren to the finish without derailing or spilling your cargo can be very challenging. Even more so if you decide to go down the expert spur of the tracks. At some points it really does feel like the Dark Souls of toy train-based action puzzle games created inside Dreams. I know that gets said a lot, but it's true. And the levels are as challenging as they are varied. There's so much diversity to the stages, when seesaws, magnets, cranes, boat buddies and helicopters come into play. It's amazing how much mileage Media Molecule gets out of this little Tren, and it's utterly charming. It's a signature Media Molecule game in that regard, with all the imaginative and endearing hallmarks they are known for. Everyday objects and optimistic soundtracks, building worlds that feel homemade and personable, making the ordinary feel extraordinary, and everyone should try it. Or Diablo 4. I hear that's pretty good.